Okay, good morning. This is Debbie Davis. Okay, so I did that video a couple days ago about all this stuff I've found on my computer, all these apps. So that means that somebody is remotely, without my permission, these were not on there when I got this computer. Okay, and I don't even know what these apps are, so I certainly didn't put them on there. And then somebody just sent me a video about more surveillance that they're trying to pass. Okay, but these are this has to be addressed. I've talked about the major issues that I have with the police having these access to these GPS and the Stingray devices because they abuse their authority. They don't have any warrant to track me like they have, and they're doing it to other targeted people. But this is illegal tracking, and now I got all this stuff on my computer that they put on there. I don't know. It's whoever it is, remotely put on. It's probably the CIA, deep state CIA. So I had Microsoft OneDrive on there. Let's see. NVIDIA graphics driver, software program that acts as a bridge, allowing your NVIDIA graphics card to communicate with your computer's operating system for games and software. Well, I don't play games on my computer, so I certainly wouldn't have downloaded that because I'm not a gamer. I'm just like that's not my generation. Okay, so these were all the Microsoft Bing search and AI powered Copilot. So provides a gateway for information including web, image, video. Offers enhanced AI powered chat. I don't know. I don't even know what that is, so I didn't put it on my computer. I don't think this stuff. Then Microsoft Cortana, a virtual personal assistant for Windows and other devices known for handling tasks like setting reminders. Okay, so a lot of this stuff, some of it is just to use up memory. This is what they've done. I don't know if you remember when I did the video, when I was coming home from California, there was this whole time when I was driving back that I couldn't use my phone, and it turned out when I finally got into a Verizon store, it turned out that somebody had downloaded an entire movie remotely onto my phone, so it had used up all of my memory. Okay, this is the kind of crap they can do. This is scary, and all of this surveillance stuff needs to be stopped. The police need to lose their authority and their privileges to be able to do this, and all the CIA doing this, they need to lose their privileges and all of their security clearances. They're abusing their authority. I'm a military whistleblower. I'm a legitimate military whistleblower. You have no business tracking me illegally. Okay, but there's more crazy stuff coming out. So yeah, the Microsoft Cortana, like I said, that was on there. AV1 video extension was on there. Microsoft Feedback Hub. Okay, and this is the one that it says users can view and allows users to report problems, suggestions, supports attaching screenshots. Okay, I didn't put that on there. And MS People app, contact management. Okay, and then there was Microsoft Teams was on there, and that most definitely has been used on me before, and that's a way that the CIA has spied on me through Team Viewer. They use this in corporate settings for if you're going to do like a team meeting remotely. But they've used that to spy on me, and I've even had it. I had it on other computers too. That Teams would just pop up out of nowhere. Okay, Then they had remote desktop connection. Okay. OneDrive. So that one allows sharing, so they could like share stuff on my computer remotely, probably without my permission. NVIDIA, a crucial software program that acts as a bridge, allowing your graphics card to communicate with your computer's operating system. Like, I don't know what this stuff is, so I didn't put it on there, and I don't think that the computers come with all this stuff normally. So I just started deleting a lot of this stuff because it was using up all this memory that I didn't know. Okay, so you might want to go through and check that. And but somebody sent me a couple videos, and one of them I'm going to play because there's apparently more surveillance stuff they're trying to pass. But this one guy said on one video that somebody just sent me, they said they're trying to pass, since the shooting that happened in Minnesota here, because it's become a big mental health issue, they're trying to pass something called the Gideon mental health something or other. So that's scary. So they're going to try to probably going to try to start locking people up, especially people like me that they consider a threat. They'll probably try to, of course they've tried to say that I was crazy. That's their favorite thing. They try to say I'm a Karen or I'm crazy. Oh, but you're totally sane when you remotely are putting all this stuff on my phone, on my computer without permission, right? But you're totally sane, right? When you're illegally tracking me without a warrant. But you're sane, right? You're totally sane. But we're the crazy ones, right? I mean, this is, our government is, it's not it's these agencies that have gotten so corrupted, and they're completely, they don't have any accountability. That's the problem that I have with the police. And it's not, I've said this before, it's just that there's no accountability in these agencies. There's no accountability in the police. There's no accountability for the CIA. There's no accountability for the FBI. There's nobody overseeing that they are not abusing their authority, their powers, because they do. So that's the main issue that I've tried to stress in my videos. But what is so I'm going to, the Gideon law for mental health. I don't know. So this is scary now. Somebody just mentioned this, that they're going to try to pass something like this. I don't know what this is, but somebody just mentioned it as something they're going to try to pass, some kind of mental health law. Now, since this shooting, since he, clearly had a mental health issue. Well, really, it's not a mental health issue. It's a spiritual issue. It's a demon issue. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what it was that they're trying to pass, but it's I thought this. Oh yeah, right here, Gideon law for right to counsel for indigent criminal defendants, which have significant implications for people with mental illness. I don't know, something like that. A Gideon case. Oh yeah, like if they prove that somebody's crazy, then they go to mental health instead of jail or whatever, something like, I don't know, but I think what they're going to try to do is try to twist it and try to use it on regular people that aren't crazy. We're just speaking out against about the problems in our government. So be careful with that now. These people will never stop because they're evil. We have just evil that has taken over our government and, worked its way to the top. And it's just scary. It's really, really scary. Okay, but this video was sent to me today. And so this is apparently more surveillance that they're trying to pass right here. And I don't know, but somebody said this has been around for a long time.
Hello, guys and gals.
This
me,
is...
and no laughing, no perky start to the video. I just want to kind of get into the real grim reality. I want to rip the Band-Aid off real quick.
This is
you
from
want the ADHD,
Some Ordinary Gamers.
Quick TLDR YouTube Shorts version. Please run lockdown mode.
It says, okay, it says feds just bought malware to hack your phone. Okay, but somebody said this has been around for like 10 years already.
The settings, enable it.
It's like a malware to be able to hack.
Go to my previous videos, install Graphene OS if you have a compatible Android smartphone, right? Or maybe get a burner phone and apply all the protections you can. Because the reason why we're talking about this today is the government of the United States has just restarted a $2 million contract with a company called Paragon Solutions that apparently claims they can hack any cell phone out in the world, okay? So this is a pretty spooky thing, and the reason why it's spooky is it almost feels kind of like, bypassing the whole warrant bullshit, that all these agencies have to respond with. Now, I've talked a lot about, like, the three-letter agencies and them using computer malware to spy on users, right? The FBI has basically made it an art form, and of course, at times, a lot of these three-letter agencies, like the FBI, will sometimes break the law by distributing CP on the dark web just so they can build a honeypot. Sometimes they absolutely commit the crime in order to arrest people down the road. Now, whatever your view is on this, I don't really give a shit. What I give a shit about is, again, people's right to privacy and safety. Now, I don't think criminals should be getting access to your phones, and I don't think government should be getting access to your phones at all.
Absolutely not.
Unless they go to a fucking court, they get a goddamn warrant, and they come to you, all right? It's crazy. As a Canadian, I look at the unlawful search and seizure clause more seriously than I think some of the actual people living in one of the best countries in the world, okay? At least, in my opinion, when I look at the United States, I think back in 1776, they were cooking with the Constitution. They were cooking with the framework of one of the best countries in the world. Now, to give you an idea of what Paragon Solutions is, I went to their website, and their website is literally this bare bones, okay? Empowering ethical cyber defense, disrupting intractable threats with innovation. So they got this cute little lighthouse. You go down, they're like, Paragon Solutions US provides our customers with ethically based tools, teams, and insights to disrupt intractable threats. We provide cyber and forensic capabilities. So one thing on their site that they're not telling you is that Paragon Solutions is in fact a Israeli-founded spyware company. Now, Israel has such a interesting history when it comes to cybersecurity and how much they get contracted out to break into your personal cell phones, okay? It's crazy shit. Back in, I believe, 2015, when it came to the San Bernardino shooting, one of the most interesting cases came from Apple versus the FBI. So Apple, being the creator of the iPhone, right, the FBI actually asked Apple if they could design a sort of special operating system that could bypass and basically grab encrypted data off of a smartphone. Apple at the time said, we don't really have the ability to look into somebody's encrypted phone. And when they were asked by the FBI, basically soft-forced, Apple was like, no, we're going to take this shit to court because we don't want to be breaking into people's phones. They considered it, at the time, unlawful and unconstitutional.
They don't believe how toxic this is.
Oh.
If you're still using a plastic or wooden cutting board...
Okay, so anyway, I think...
And it would argue that if the FBI was given such a crazy operating system to break the encryption on a phone, it would undermine the security of every device and set a dangerous precedent for future cases. Now, regardless of what your thoughts are on Apple or whatever, I definitely can say Apple has a history for fighting for its user base, especially when it comes to privacy and...
Okay, well, anyway, he just goes on and talks about, I think, some other instances and stuff like that, but basically... it's there's they can do this type of thing, it's an Paragon. It's an Israeli Mossad type software. Okay, so and they can apparently hack into any phone. This is just there has to be better laws for illegal surveillance. We just have no privacy at all. It's absolutely out of control. We have to start doing some things with all this illegal surveillance, because there's too many people that will abuse their authority, clearly. Okay.